Hey, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, taking a look at this Toyota Crown from 1996. This one here has 132,000 kilometers on it, was bought from auction for export over to the USA. Sorry, 131,000 kilometers on it. Automatic transmission and 2JZ engine. Got the engine here. Oh, let me just open that up. You can see the inline 6-cylinder 3-liter. In this case, puts out 215 horsepower, which is decent for this type of vehicle. We're going to take a look at the condition of the car and compare it to the auction inspection sheet. And look, and then we're going to be shipping it over to Baltimore port. Okay, so to start with, you can see here 131,000 kilometers, a lovely analog gauge set with the analog tachometer and the digital readout for the speed. Very cool. We'll come back to the interior in a second, but for now, let's read the auction inspection sheet. Now, if you don't know much about the auction inspection sheets, this is where the seller and the buyer both, or the seller and the auction will give their notes on it. Sorry, it's super windy today, so I'm sure you're going to be hearing a little bit of it. So, 1996 Toyota Crown Royal Saloon, auction grade 3.5, interior grade B, exterior grade C, 131,210 kilometers. That is authentic mileage. They do the mileage check on the cars before they send them to auction, or the auction will check the mileage actually. And it says multi-vision doesn't work. The heck's a multi-vision? Okay. Sometimes the old guys have different names for everything. That's probably the display for the Navi, which I'm going to have a quick look at in a second. Spare key comes with the car, windshield rock chip, which is nothing really to worry about. Here, I found one. Finally found one. Here's your rock chip. That's what they look like. That's actually a big one. So interior scratched, dirty, and wear. And then the left side center pillar has, it says P-Toby. That's weird. Paint chips? Left side pillar has paint chips. I'm not really seeing them. Maybe they're talking about this? Oh, those little cracks in the finish. I don't see the paint chips in there though. Okay, the steering wheel is scratched. AC, they say that they don't know if the AC works or not. Various scratches and dents, and then paint peeling, paint peeling, paint peeling, paint peeling, paint peeling, and paint is coming off. Another word for peeling, really. And so yes, this one is good condition inside, but has been left out in the sun for too long. Let me just close that hood. So quick little once around. Once you are to repaint this one, you're going to be able to get a nice condition car. There really aren't any other concerns on it other than the paint. And you can typically get a car like this for a decent amount cheaper if you get one that already has peeling paint and then paint it yourself. Or have your friend paint it. Or pay somebody to paint it. This one has a gold badge package, which looks quite nice. And oh my gosh, our JDM tree is getting too big. There we go, quick little look. Now we have to step up here, because I'm going to have to go down the streets to take these from now on. The vegetation here has gotten too extreme. Okay, I'll do a little close-up on the side there, because we couldn't really see it very much from where we were standing. So, quick look here. And make sure you know the condition of the car. Okay. And I'll do the same thing on this side. So scratch and dent wise, you're looking really good. It is just the bad paint, and I will point that out. So front bumper has some bad paint. This section here right on the edge in the silver has gone bad. Same thing with the white section there. And then the hood, including the tops of the fenders, have faded down and the paint has cracked. It is pretty severe. You're going to need to get that repainted. Okay, the rest of the bumper is looking okay. It has a nice little chin spoiler, which was all the rage in the 90s. Actually, it's been all the rage for a very long time, in all generations. And some peeling across here. Maybe not all generations. I guess they started sometime in the 60s, but you're still seeing chin spoilers, or at least bumpers that have integrated spoilers. Inside of the headlights is a little bit dull. That's supposed to be like a shiny chrome in there. Now the headlights don't fade because they're made out of glass, but the inside finish can, which has happened here. And then this section here is actually a fog light integrated into the lens. North America didn't allow that at the time, so you don't see too many cars like that. But here in Japan, there are a number of them that have integrated fog lights into the same lens as the headlight. And then yes, fender top lights, the sexy lights, and I believe that just works on a fiber optic. I don't think there's an actual bulb in there, but it does light up when you turn your headlights on. Not your headlights, your marker lights. These ones here. And then signals are down here. So signals there. This is just a marker that lights up when you turn on your accessory light.
Want to see us having fun in Japan? Go check out our new channel. Link in the description.
Okay, as you can see, the roof is also similar to the hood. Pretty rough. And the trunk, including the tops of the fenders over here. So it looks like a full repaint would be needed in order to fix this one up. Looks like this has been repainted at one point and then peeled. And some color mismatch. Now that normally happens even if you're not repainting things, because the paint on different surfaces can tend to fade at different rates. Sometimes it's just about like, you know, the bumper might be a different type of plastic as this piece, or maybe even they were different product runs from different suppliers or something like that. This section here is some paint cracks. Obviously that has been bent in. A few paint cracks along here. And looks like around the badging it's pretty dirty, so it'll look a lot cleaner once it's been cleaned up. Bit of peeling here. Okay, and the front pillar has peeled away a little bit. You can only see from here. I don't think you can really see it too much from the inside of the car. Speaking of the inside of the car, let's go now to it. The trunk has its pop here electronically, which in 1996 would have been a thing. And plenty of room in the trunk of these, which is what I love. You know, these days, SUV or crossover type bodies are all the rage. The sedans could have a lot more room, and I think in a lot of modern cars, there's more structure to the car, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's safer that way, but that does take away some of your interior room. So you might be surprised at how much room you can get into a car like this. My gosh, that wind, it's gonna ruin the audio. I don't think we have a way to put a bigger windsock on the microphones that we use. So spick and span in here, everything's looking good, no smell of mold. Toyota 12 disc auto changer there. 12 discs. Nowadays, nobody uses those discs. That plate looks like it's been on there for quite a while. This is an old style cap too. It's a security cap to make sure nobody's swapping plates around and stuff. So I suspect the previous owner had it for 15 years or so. Here in Japan, you change those plates whenever there's a new registration. Okay, so all good, all high quality. The little garnish around here is quite nice. I've never really paid attention to that, but these small attention to detail pieces are really what makes it feel like a Lexus quality vehicle. And of course, the grandpa seat covers, as everybody loves, especially in North America, because you guys don't have those. In many Asian countries, these are a thing, but they never were a thing in North America. So when you see the half lace seat covers, it's like, wow, very JDM. In terms of space in here, it is absolutely comfortable for adults to be sitting in here, plenty of leg room. This is a very high quality bench, so it does feel better than a lot of vehicles. Sometimes they come in wool, but I don't think this one is a wool one. But if you do want to know, you can come in here and there's a little tag right there when it's a wool one. This one is not. But we got to see what's in here. Fortunately, this is just how the lace seat covers were. The factory ones. Weird, right? So cigarette lighter adapter in here, as well as 2 cup holders and power seats. So take a look. The entire bench is tilting backwards. I'm sorry, it's tilting forwards right now, so it can tilt forward and backward. And you have buttons here in case you're in the back seat, but you want to move the seats forward, or you're a kid and you want to annoy your older sibling. You can press all the buttons like that. Headliner, Nice and clean. No smell of cigarettes inside the car. No smell of anything in the car. It's quite nice. Okay, some aftermarket rubber mats and some gloves. Yes, you're going to want those. I'll pop them in here. Maybe I won't, actually. I'll just put them on the floor. I don't want to ruin the elasticity in that. AC vents up here. And a directional light there. Interesting. Never knew that those were directional. All of these crowns we're selling, there's still things that I'm learning about. Okay, so driver's side door here. Nice double speaker. Regular speaker there, the mid and the tweeter. Again, high quality in here. We have kind of a shag carpeting down here. Sort of like an 80s feel. Kept going through the 90s. Now, you can see there, crown embroidery. These were factory ones, as far as I can tell. The seats in good condition, just a small amount of sag on the outside bolster. It's a power seat, which is 9-way power, maybe even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-way. And then the steering wheel has taken a bit of sun damage on the top, as you can see there. And this one is also power telescoping, which means you can move it in and out this way, and power tilt. So you can get just the position that you like. And when you have the key out, it goes in the like a position specific for ease of entry. You put the key in and it sets it into your position. Now this one doesn't have memory seats, which is a bit of a shame, but that's only really beneficial for cars that have 2 regular drivers, not like most cars. I guess it depends on where you live. I'll let you decide. Floor mats, cool little wave pattern on them. Center console is fun to open and close. Like many of these crowns, a lot of scratches in this area. You put something on there and it's an easy to scratch area. You can polish this up if you want. And then there's separation inside here. Again, a very popular thing on these crowns. Okay, no, I was going to say no ashtray, but that's not what the ashtray is. It's up here. No sign of cigarettes having been smoked in there. Gonna need a drink of water. And let's look at that multi-display and check the AC while we're in here. So the multi-display doesn't display at all, so they couldn't check the AC. I think that's the problem with it. Let's, yeah, both of it has gone bad. There's a display up here that tells you your temperature. And, oh, no, it does work when you turn the AC on, but the AC is probably going to only work with auto mode, so you can set your temperature there, but you probably can't set where you're going to be sending it. The swing vents, oh yes, those still work. But yeah, we don't know, like we can't control where we shoot. The touchscreen, oh, it does work. And that air doesn't feel that cold, so the AC might also be broken, but it could be on the wrong setting or something. I can't tell. Okay, tape deck here, but of course it has the built-in CD player as well. And the garbage can. This was an option on many of Toyota's luxury cars. And they weren't super common, so it is cool. There's an aftermarket floor mat in here. It's getting in the way, but this opens up. Ah, get out of the way. And you can throw your garbage in the garbage can. And when you're done, close that up. Yeah, AC not working in this car. You're gonna need a new screen here as well. How do we off? Off. Okay, so the heater will work. You would set the temperature, the AC not working. A little bit annoying, but old cars have old car problems. They also sold a ton of these crowns, so spare parts shouldn't be too hard to find. Okay, I think we're done now with seeing this car, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in importing a car from Japan, look us up. There is a link to our website in the description. I'm being blown away here. That's going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.